First of all, we'll take a look at how a drift machine should be tuned and modified.
Kiichi Tsuchiya, born January 30th, 1956, is a Japanese professional race car driver. He is known as the Drift King because of his non-traditional use of drifting in non-drifting racing events in the 1980s, which led to the popularization of drifting as a motorsport. In 2003, he released the Drift Bible, which was a DVD that teaches you the techniques of drifting and how to set up your car properly to execute this motion. With that, the scene exploded in Japan. Rear-wheel drive cars such as the Nissan 240SX, Silvias, AE86, Mark IIs, and a whole lot more were now being used for drifting. And before you knew it, drifting became an international motorsport. Drifting is a sport of control. The brakes, throttle, and steering are manipulated in such a way to keep the car in an oversteer position while maintaining absolute control and shifting the weight of the car between corners. Believe me when I say it's easier said than done. Red Bull was introduced in 1987 and is now the world-leading energy drink, selling a cumulative 75 billion cans since its introduction. Red Bull is also active in motorsports, whether it's trail bikes, MotoGP, F1, and yeah, you guessed it, drifting. Over the years, Red Bull has kept its Carpark drift in various countries, but never in Jamaica. Red Bull Carpark Drift is a unique competition that tests the best drivers, both mentally and physically, on a specifically designed course with challenging obstacles. There are 20 drivers, and the winner will fly to Saudi Arabia to compete in the finals. With that said, welcome to Red Bull's Carpark Drift.
So, yeah man, Nigel Wilmot here from Will Motorsports. First of all, I have to big up them. Alright, so we're at the Red Bull Carpark Drift event. This is our local, I guess you can call it local final that leads to the World Finals in Saudi Arabia. So we have 20 drivers here. We did a couple of events leading up to here, which would have been the qualifiers, and 20 drivers that came out on top are now here competing for the number one spot. I qualified with my Suzuki Jimny. That's my Carol's daily driver Suzuki Jimny. Everybody knows that Jimny is a little off-road kind of thing. So I qualified with that. It was supposed to have been there except as a drift car. I had some issues with it and we just grabbed the Jimny, well up the diff.
So we're going to have a few ladies over. Make sure to bring your fans.
So for this event, I prepared
how much fans?
Had some issues along the way, couldn't find an engine. Found an engine in the last part. Last week. It's a lot of work, getting the car done. Fit up the engine, install the engine by myself. Got it through my specs, big up specs tuned. And you know, my sponsors, I didn't even think it was possible if it wasn't for A&E Ambulance, Boosting, Caribbean Blends, Alex Performance Parts, Alex
because the world boss we just get
big up Johan with the graphics.
Anybody here representing for the Kingston drivers?
Aboard.
Everybody here is
East Riding, Construction 365. These are the guys that made it happen.
It's car real.
So I got the car.
Everybody here, Bobby.
after tuning, I realized I had a little blow by.
Yeah, there's a Ras
Like,
forward over there.
I like a thing go on, but
Yeah,
I see the car I can hold it out and run the event.
She not good at. Oh, yeah. Him come from Mobile. You come from St. My relationship was about carries.
Wake up 4 o'clock
Careful.
this morning and drive
Anybody here from Kingston?
from a practice session. First run, car now keep up. Low RPM, the car misfire a little bit and it was a struggle. Couldn't get the car to rev out.
No school, man. Hold on, people. We don't want to come to
got
the
even
show.
worse.
Get
And then it
it.
shut
But you
down
know, a
and
man made.
smoking
It's
and
man
couldn't start
made.
back and all of that.
You understand?
So I had to park the car.
Have a look at technical
Of course,
difficulties.
the
We
gym
start it out.
is in
You
Kingston
understand?
because
Don't worry
this is
yourself.
Carol's
We're not
daily
getting it. The
driver.
drivers up there.
All
The
Carol
track
sees at
ready.
work. I say, yo,
Hold on, hold on.
I need the
Fresh
gym.
on
How am I
the
make this
other
work?
man. We don't
Then my
need
mind
like
came to a
an
good bench
Axel
of
and
mine
them
who
thing
I
there.
know
It
is
is not
coming to the
fair.
event.
Anybody here from
You know, a
Kingston?
friend of mine by the
Who
name
be
of
saying
Michael
me?
from a media
Be
house
able
called
to be fast.
Lifestyle Settings.
Can't
And say
live-
back up to the event. So
see
I
a
shout
few
him
people
and say,
from
Michael,
Galliville.
you can bring down
Are
the
the
gym.
people excited?
Of course, the man said,
"No
no problem, man. So we're here. We have the
I'm
chimney.
serious,
Michael
man.
brought down the chimney.
We're
So
gonna
now
let
I'm
this
going
way,
to
you know.
compete with the chimney.
Oh,
For
alright,
me, it's not
Gregory.
ideal for
I
this
was scared
kind
for
of
the
course
time.
because it's a very short wheelbase, underpowered, but Will Motorsports, where there's a will, there's a way. So we're just gonna have some fun.
We're looking at
Do
10
my
minutes
best
more
with what
to
I'm
go.
working with, and just put on a show. For
Alright, people.
Yeah, man, this is Ian Wright from Right Touch Racing, driving a Nissan Silvia, rear wheel drive turbocharged car. What again now? What we're planning on doing for the day, giving it the best shot we can. And we're here to win, and at the same time enjoy and create some excitement for the crowd that is here. Event is spectacular. The Red Bull went all out on decorating and creating a great imagery for the Jamaican drifting people, the culture here, and it is of course representing and advertising Jamaica, on the international market.
Redbull Carpark
Alright,
drift.
so we are look out for you today, alright?
Oh, for sure.
Alright.
My name is Zachary Isaacs. I drive a 1980 Toyota Corolla with a 4AG E20 valve. Practically an AE86 in a Corolla chassis. Mild modifications. Semi-tube front design done by me and my crew. We were having some little problems getting the car ready with regards to the car being in the body workshop and not being able to come out and it was done. However, we successfully pulled it off. The car is here. Not feeling too bad. Should be a pretty good night. I love the event because I've always had a drifting perspective because they do mostly dexterity here, so I always had a problem at the time because I slide the car too. They're set overdrive, right? So I would slide the car too much and not do a good time while driving good. Hence, hanging the back and against the clock. However, it's not against the clock, and that is what you ought to be doing. So I really appreciate the fact that Red Bull is here and I am able to compete in an event like this. Not talking too much about a win or anything, but obviously you're going to win, so let's see what happens.
Alright. What do you think about the event overall?
The event overall is a good look for Jamaica. It's something new. We are accustomed to dexterities, so this drift series is actually something new for us. It's the first year it's been run here in Jamaica, but I can tell you, going forward, you're going to see a lot more cars coming out now because this is something that Jamaica has been waiting for.
What kind of car is this you're driving?
This is a 1986 GPS Corolla. This is where drifting was made, this car.
Yeah.
This is where drifting was made. So guess what? Coming into the drift world, you get that baby.
Big up.
Respect.
Nicholas Tasbans.
What kind of car you have and what is the setup?
86 Toyota Corolla, currently running a 4AG 20 valve night black top.
You did have any issues coming in to today?
Issues, regular car issues, the work on a race car never stops. Up to last night we came here for a testing session and the car would not run, the car gave us hell. Big up to the team as always. They worked through the night, we had some electrical issues, some slack connections, we changed the fuse box and we're here today and we're ready to go.
What are the execution for today?
The game plan today is same as usual. Keep it clean, keep it consistent, and definitely going for the win, as always.
All right, what do you think about the event overall, though?
I think it's a phenomenal event, in my opinion. Not often we get these opportunities. It's the first since I've racing we've got an opportunity to go international. So I mean, we welcome. We want to showcase our talent and give us a good showing to show the world that I mean talent is here, and we want and actually need international opportunities.
Yeah. Is there any difference from banana normally keeps slippery when wet, right? Is there any difference between that style of drifting and this one?
Well, the driving we do locally is not considered drifting because it's basically a time attack. We're racing against the clock, so the man with the lowest time would definitely be faster without penalties. So this event is a little bit different. They are judging based off drifting. Drifting is one continuous movement. So whereas we race against the clock, the fastest way around a corner is going straight. So we try to keep the car as straight as possible when we can. Whereas this event, we swing the tail from start to finish, just transition, we just keep it flowing. So, and it's not time, the base of steering angle, how you navigate this, your way through the pores and so forth.
Okay, so
it's a bit different. It's the first we are doing this time, but I mean, we can do it.
Can do it.
Yeah.
What do you think about the course layout overall? What do you think about all of that?
The course layout is pretty straightforward. There's a tricky part to it, but I mean, I feel like all 20 of us can execute. We've driven on tighter courses, tighter layout courses overall, locally. So, being that we have a little more space between obstacles, I don't think it should be a hard task for us.
All right, so you're ready?
Ready.
All right, boss. So we have to keep up with this, in? Big up.
John Brand, they call me Blur. John been on 2012 Subaru BRZ. I expect to go there like everybody else and win.
Okay,
the only difference is that I bring my street car for contact with some people. And if I have no built car, I don't need to have my regular car. Because she have people who work on the morning.
Standing by. Hit it, Joe.
What do you think about the event?
Amazing. Trust me, I'm speechless that we even reached this point after just 6 months in the game. So for me to be here, it's like a real crash course. But me, I embrace it. I love it.
Big up.
Yo, big up lifestyle settings, you know?
Yeah.
Remember to like and subscribe, people. Stay tuned for the vlog.
Yeah. So what do you think about the event, though?
Yo, I love the track.
Love the track?
Love the track, man. So I'm glad to everybody who qualify can turn out. Despite the little problems from practice, but things are going. So we're ready for start, ready for rumble. I'm glad to say you reach.
So we are the two-wheel car right now. What really are going?
We just do a little check. Them do scrutiny already. So we just check the oil, the coolant, power steering, and just any little abnormal thing when you see. Just ensure I'm comfortable to not think about it on track.
What kind of car is this?
This is a Jimny. So it's one of the first Jimnys that is drifting. It's a bad piece of Jimny too. So yeah, so we just go on a little water wetter. By the way, people, you can put in your distilled water or whatever and mix this with the coolant. Yeah.
Alright, man.
Yo, out here.
Big up.
Well, it's been going good so far, you know. So they are from the big up to 8, you know. Yeah, man, make it possible. Alright.
General, what are going for the event?
Yeah, no, it's a good vibe as always. Big up to 8, the same way, look there. Support the Bebo, the Redbull Carpark.
So who really watch out for today for now?
Cleve, Atty.
Taz and Kota.
Yeah, man, it's a Cleve, Atty and Taz, you know.
Oh, yeah.
General, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, big up.
Straight mobile. Alright.
Big up.
We have 3 judges to issue out 100 points each, and that's for the first round, the first of 3. The event is split between 3 heats. 20 drivers, of course, as I mentioned before, will hit the track on the first heat, and only the top 8 will move on to the next round, so it's critical that they do well.
That's absolutely right. At the end of the round, one driver will be crowned king of the drift though.
Now drivers will lose points if they hit the obstacles, drift the wrong way, or spin their car. And if a contestant has 3 penalties to his name, they're going to be disqualified. Each of the judges will score the races on how well they continuously drift, which of course is the essence of the competition, how they follow the track, and how great the car smokes, as well as so much more.
You're quite right. The judges are looking for continuous drifts, but also judges are looking for impressive exteriors. How big you score with each of the judges is critical for this night, and it's critical for this round right now.
This is the top 20 grace in the final, and of course they want to impress so that they reach the top 8 for the next round. But who stands out for you?
The Montego Bay conglomerate seems to be very strong this evening. There are a lot of newcomers, but off the bat, Nicholas Taz Barnes in his Toyota Corolla AE86 world boss. That's Maurice Whittingham.
Number 20?
Number 20 and number 18. Or that's off the bat. Ian Wright with right touch racing. These men have been doing it for a long time. They know. And the newcomer, Richard Ramos right now. Ramos number 13 in another Toyota Corolla AE86. The rival tonight that everybody's looking at though is number 10, Mr. Cutter Hype. And that's going to be very exciting later on.
And with that, the tone for the competition was set. In the first round, each driver managed to navigate through the first few obstacles until some drivers began having issues at some sections of the course.
Give it up for our touch people, man. It's feel good.
Nigel's original weapon of choice was his RX-7, but unfortunately it blew up, and as a result, he had to use his wife's car in order to stay in the competition.
Come on, Kingston!
The box too short. Take your time, take your time.
Come on, Kingston!
Even though this was the first round, every driver was giving it their all. No one wanted to make a mistake, and everyone was hyper-focused.
Come on, Bobby, make him feel good.
Putter Hype takes charge of the stage and immediately shows everyone why he deserves to be at the finals and why he's among the best. Nicholas Staz, who's the young prodigy, immediately displays youthful exuberance along with strong confidence and masterful car control, regurgitating everything that he has learnt from his teacher, Putter Hype.
Yeah.
After that performance, it was as if it was raining adrenaline.
Timelines, this time posted cool. Shit is black and white like photos from a disposable. Certain situations you ain't end up uncontrollable. All up in their head, I be so confused. I just brush it off, peep the shoulder moves. We all got the same 24, so it's no excuse. Switch it up. We could rap or produce. The things you can't have is forbidden fruit. It seems like people love telling lies on me. They know that I'm the one, they got their eyes on me. They know I'm here to stay, yeah, and I won't leave. We do this for the fans, for your eyes only. Just watch closely, bet they all gon' see.
Cutter Hype on top, 269 points, 4 points ahead of Taz. So again, those two on top.
Very close, but CJ is not far behind. These are our top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Cutter Hype, Taz, CJ, Damar Lee, the World Boss, Z-Boss, Teddy Ranks, and Rough Please.
We're now down to the top 8 drivers, which leaves no room for error. Each driver continues to push the limit, but remember, anything that can happen will always happen. Unfortunately, this was a costly mishap for Maurice. As the Marley continues to push, unfortunately, it wouldn't be enough to advance to the final round.
At the Redbull Carpark Drift Finals. Action.
Let's take a look at the top four. Taz, 270 points. Z-Boss, 264 points. Cutter Hype with 255 points. And CJ, Chris Addison, 218 points.
Let me examine a few good. Which style? This is it now, folks. Here we go. Give it up, people. Alright, it's looking good. The competition look hot. Very hot. Alright, it's getting hotter. It is getting hotter. Alright. This is it now, people. Right now. This is it now, people. This is it now, people. The competition is getting hot. Alright, people. Alright. Here we go. Come on, we're going to be Which style, man? That is it, people! That put yourself there, supposed to be said that.
Just to confirm, Taz Nicholas Barnes on top, 270 points, same as Cutter Hype, who finished in second spot on 270 points. But because of what took place in the previous round, where Taz also accumulated 270 points,
that's correct.
He literally won on countback.
Absolutely.
There you have it. Z-Boss finishing third, Cutter Hype placing second, and Nick Taz, the 23-year-old, finishing on the same points as Cutter Hype, but taking the win by a countback. Wow. All drivers that competed here tonight were most certainly exceptional. Jamaica may be the land of wood and water, but we're also home to some of the most talented drivers and the fastest cars. It doesn't matter where in the world we go, we shall always shine like a beacon from a lighthouse.
Big up.
How was it? How was it?
As you can see, regular day. Regular day.
Yes, a beat and teach.
Yeah.
Right now, we zoom in on the Red Bull, the proud sponsor.
Yes. White has.
I'll pick him up for the opportunity. See me?
Yes,
I hear what? No more talent there, Jamaica.
Holy.
And we just want to make the world know, say, yo,
Jamaica is on the map.
not because Jamaica small, talent there.
Yeah. So it's not running alone, we driving too.
Yeah, man.
Because at any point in time when you drive, you get nervous?
Not really. I mean, we're experienced driver. We know what it takes to win. So all we have to do on race day is execute. I mean, it's a sport played with issues, car issues at time. But proper preparation from the team. Big up Potai, Brembren, Skinny, Errol, Simtech, everybody who has prepared the car. With that, all the eyes, cross all the T's. Up to last night at the practice session, we had electrical issues. Big up the tuner, Indian, Harry, Action, and we spent all night fixing them. And as we say, I just execute.
Yeah, question. How does it feel to surpass your grandmaster, Kuta Hype?
Well, you know, all respect due to him. All
right.
You know, him and the teacher, he got a party. We know from morning, if I never me, I would have him. Regardless, whether him or me, the two we are going to start because we not left.
Alright.
I mean, have to big him up, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
Respect.
Big up.
Big up.
Big up.
My name is Dean Corodas. I'm the CEO of Redbull Limited, organizing partner for the Redbull Carpark Drift with Redbull International. We actually put on the Race Zone Drifting Series, which for the first 5 events, that's how we chose the 20 qualifiers for today's event. We have 3 more events left in the series. For this year, the final is going to be on New Year's Day, and in 2023 we have a 12-event series. The Redbull Carpark Drift, being the first in the Western Hemisphere, was an excellent opportunity for Jamaica to showcase his talent. We're sure that Nicholas is going to go to Saudi Arabia. Give the whole world a surprise. We've been doing this for a while, however, it's the first formalized drift competition outside of timing, because we in Jamaica have been accustomed to time competition. This event is judged much like gymnastics or synchronized swimming or diving, in which degree of difficulty and technicalities and executing the maneuvers properly were the criteria for sport. So definitely Red Bull has raised the bar in Jamaica, entered we've formalized a new genre of the sport here in Jamaica, and it can only get better from here.
Thank you.
Blessings, man, blessings. Yeah, my place.
How was the event?
Wonderful. We can't complain.
Yeah.
We get the money's worth.
Yeah.
Big up Red Bull.
Big up.
Tired now still. Fatigue starts setting in now. It was a good day. Initially I wasn't really impressed with the event. A lot of things weren't going how I probably would have liked. For example, I lost a major sponsor because they weren't able to come and set up and display their product, because it was a Red Bull only kind of thing. So lost a huge sponsor because of that. And then the car broke, the RX-7 engine damage. But as I said earlier, we got help help from lifestyle settings. We got the chimney here. We did the first run, and it was a crowd favorite. It was a very smooth, very good run. I'm pleased with how it performed, how it did. A little surprised that I didn't make the top 8, because even one of the cars that made ahead of me, we hit the same obstacles. We navigated the track similarly, but I saw a point where he had to stop and reverse because he made a mistake. I went through smoothly, but he got through ahead of me, got more points. I'm still a little bit shocked as to how that turned out, but I had fun. It was a good day. It was worth it at the end to at least have a good drive on the track and thing. Gym is still good. I'm probably do 2 donuts now for heading. So yeah, man, it was good. It was good. We had fun. Big up to the entire team: Mario, Johan, Karel, lifestyle settings, and
my chimney.
Yeah, daily driver chimney made it into the top 20. So that was a proud moment. And yeah, with motorsports, where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there, sir?
How close is that? Go check the post right there, sir. Go check the post.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Yo! Oh my God!